Mirror of a Refugee Child is a poem that's kind of like, yeah, kind of like sort of similar to the siblings rivalry. I think, yeah, when I wrote, I was thinking a lot about my own experience and fitting in the Australian culture, like highlighting the struggles I've been through, the struggles we go through, and kind of like begging to be recognized as humans, pretty much. He is running, a poet, a soldier, a slave. His words are locked in chains, guarded by inhumane atrocity. Trying to leave the strife life behind, searching for peace. Searching for freedom to resurrect his heart again. Freedom so he can remember how to breathe. No more tears for ink, his words are blurry. Stuttering, no one hears his voice. Chest heavy with sorrows, the grip of faith in God, humanity, and self is weakened. Through these treacherous passageways infected by morbid and carnage, the sages of survival are relentlessly struggling to find shelter, but we push on. This journey strips men of their masculinity. They crawl in dirt with dust in their eyes. Children forced to mend before they are taught to stand. This path of humanity is a raft of agony. Our tapestry tells a story in poetry, and sometimes it's a mystery because they define our characters by the misery of our question-marked continent. But we are not our circumstances, so don't hate us, don't fear us, for we are not terrorists or rebels in armed militia. We are not gangsters or witch doctors. Although we possess magic in us, our melanin does not equate to anger, laziness, and violence. We are scared. Scared to lose another daughter, another son, not ready to die yet. We are bruised, broken, and confused. We miss home. We are just like you. My name is Rojé and I'm a student. I'm studying nursing and I also write poetry. I think it was like year 11 or year 12. We were studying poetry and my English teacher introduced me to this poet called Anis Mojgani, and he had this poem called Shake the Dust. And man, when I saw the poem, I was just like, I felt so much stuff. Like I was like, wow, this is so cool. Like, you know, that you can do that, you can make someone feel like that from just words, from speaking. And I really, really wanted to become like, to write like that, you know, to make people feel, you know, when I have my pen and my book, like writing, I'm more vulnerable there in that moment than when I would be with like my friends, I guess. And like sometimes I used to always be hesitant to like share the stuff I wrote, or like when I'm writing I'm like, nah, don't say that, that's like too much, too revealing, I guess. But yeah, I think now I'm getting to the point where like, you know, I write it the way I feel it. I don't try to like shave off anything, I just say it the way I feel it. Yeah, I don't want to write something and feel like like it's not me, you know, because we do that already a lot in our society. Like I don't think we're very truthful about how we feel. Sibling rivalry, that one, it's a short poem, but like I don't know, when I wrote it, like I was just like reflecting on like I don't know, I guess like some of the stuff I've experienced, even in like in the hospital, from patients, at uni, just how like sometimes I'm treated differently, I guess. Handshakes with hidden daggers, friends to fiends, cowards, starburst and walk backwards. Our hearts they open like envelopes, darkness, envelopment when they take away our children. Emotions we suffocate in blood ocean, our identity dissolved in the red soil like our black skin. Before the chaos, the oasis housed an anomaly race, so lovely, so outrageous, human beings cause tempestuous scenes, historical pain, Cain kills Abel, and here we are, still ain't able to learn. Instead we harm blood relatives, just because you hail from east of Eden, and I dwell where the sun sets, don't mean I'm any less son of Adam. I am your brother, your sister, truly we are siblings. We should be sharing a meal instead of sharpening our urge to kill. I think my rhythm comes from hip hop. Like if you listen to my stuff, most of them if you play a music on it, it would still sound like music. The hip hop has a bad name just because of the stuff that's associated with it. Mostly like just some dumb people rapping about like women, cars, money, just like super degrading stuff. But there's a lot of like some really good artists that are just like, literally, if you look at the lyrics without listening to music, it's like pure poetry. I think I'm inspired a lot by music, by people, like wherever I am, whether I'm in a train, whether I'm in just walking the streets, I'm always listening. I think, yeah, poetry definitely is able to educate people in a very organic, because you're not fighting anybody, you're just telling it how it is. When the master procrastinator escaped the glass castle, defied the taunts of the conscience and explored the feared vicinity, it was the birth of an Iliad. Memories became a myriad, no fear. Mind so calm and calmly, sage like Solomon, once again blossoming like when we were children. Remembering the wonder of climbing trees and asking questions, been living in my head for so long. These days, I'm migrating out of the dome to notice the sun. Honestly, I think whether I'm like 30 or 40, whether I'm 70, if I'm lucky to reach those high ages, like I will always write, because like even if I write something and like I don't share it with anyone, it still makes me feel happy. Like I'm like, man, like I've birthed something, and like when I read it to myself, it makes me feel happy. Yeah, I think poetry would definitely always be a part of me, and like I will always write for the people I love, for the things that are on like my heart, and like like I mean, you don't necessarily have to be a professional at something to continue with it,